So today, I'm talking about a manga. That's right. It's been some time since I've talked about any kind of manga. Yeah, that's my intro. So today, I'm talking about a manga. But anyways, as the title suggests, I'm talking about Berserk today because I've been getting back into Berserk. This is the horrible animation adaptation. Like, come on, my dude. What the hell was 2016 Berserk? Since that, I haven't really read Berserk's manga, and the last moment I saw Berserk, like I actually read Berserk, was like around 80 odd chapters. When the start of it was the start of the Lost Children arc. That's where I stopped reading Berserk last time when I did, and I did know all the stuff that happened up until that point. But recently, I've been getting back into Berserk, and I've been meaning to do this video. Has I've been getting back into Berserk and been reading it on like a daily base. The first thing I want to talk about is the Lost Children arc. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the Lost Children arc. Other than that, I'm not gonna talk about the previous arcs. Okay, so spoilers ahead, just because I don't want you guys to get spoiled if you haven't read the manga for Berserk, because it's quite gruesome and it's quite good too. So I'm gonna speak about Lost Children arc and how it started, the midsection, and how it ended. I'm gonna speak about all three of these, and this goes up until 125 chapters. I remember because I read up until that point, up when I'm making this video. That is. So yeah, simply put it, the start of the Lost Children arc is so unexpected for me because you literally see like guts literally burns off all of these pretend to be fairies, which are legit demon, who are in children form, like legit. And when they were burned, they returned to their original state, which is their children state, like all these children. And I'm like, dude, that's something that was just whoa. That's I did not expect. Now, if you guys are like, wait, you said you read Berserk's manga up until the start of Lost Children arc. This is legit. This is how it starts. So yeah, I did read up until the Lost Children arc, but the only part where I read it up until was when the little girl was about to be raped by three men, and Guts is like, yo, you need to get out or else that plant is gonna eat you, or some shit like that. He said some shit like that, like they're gonna come if you don't get out, they're gonna come, something like that, Guts says. And yeah, that's up until the point of that. That's where I stopped the manga. But after I read Lost Children arc, it's the conviction arc, to be honest, but it's a sub arc in the conviction arc. That's a Lost Children arc. So this way the Lost Children arc starts off was just gruesome, and it was something like I did not expect, and I should have expected it because I did see demons that Guts killed getting back to their original state whenever Guts killed them, and this was established like way early on when Guts was killing demons and all that shit. It was like they are reverting back to their original state, and it's like that. And then once Guts killed all these pretend to be fairy childrens, they literally turned into child, and I was like, whoa. Okay, if this was adapted into an anime, now this one, okay, this would still be possible. But what happens in the midsection of this arc? Oh, I don't feel like that would be possible at all. Like literally, these pretend to be fairies again. Literally, this pretend to be fairies, these bugs, they literally like just bash them, whatever that is. What was that? A stake? Their sting, whatever that is, into another demon's stake, another child's guts, and it's just like they blast them off, and I'm like, that's just just like, and they're partying with that, and I'm like, dude, like, just when I think Berserk can't get any dark, it just got much darker, and I'm like, like, my expression was literally like that. I'm like, what did I just see? I saw. I don't even know what to say about that. Jeez, like, legit, that was me whole time just being disgusted by it. Like, it's just like, and I can now see why Berserk is just such a good manga when it comes to it. It's just like, whoa, what? How? Other than that, that was the midsection of Berserk, and I'm just giving shit that I personally remember right now, because a lot of stuff, there's a lot more stuff that happens other than just like, oh, here you go, he goes inside and he's dead. Okay, that's it. That's it. There's a lot more stuff happens, like poisoning Guts and all that stuff, and Guts' first encounter with the quote unquote fairy queen and all that stuff. So yeah, like, there's a lot of stuff that happens before that too, but I'm trying to make this video as short as possible and keep it just around 10 to 15 minutes. I don't want to speak a lot of stuff. I want you guys to read and experience it for yourself if you haven't read Berserk, and if you like gruesome mangas and stuff. But yeah, that's something like I was surprised by, because literally these are children, okay? These are the minds of children who have been turned into demon, and I don't even know what to say at that point. I'm like, just straight up disgusted. Now, that was just the midsection, okay? Talking about the end section, which was just like, ooh, Guts blasting a cannon right in Fairy Queen's face. Ooh. And plus him in the okay, the final wasn't as gruesome as the mid, okay? I'll be honest here. Like, the mid was just gruesome, but the final was Guts literally cutting off all the eggs, the larvae and all of that stuff, and then just coming in from fire and shit and standing in the fire. It just looks so cool. Guts was literally cool in that moment, and Guts is a cool character. Like, I've said this again, but one of the things that I really found cool about Guts is how he just takes in that stinger that she like puts into Guts in right in his cheek and goes past it. And I'm like, even the art that they displayed in that, ooh, gotta give it to the writer, the author. Amazing job there. Like, that got me like, ooh, it must be painful. Like, jeez. But yeah, it was a pretty good experience reading that. Other than that, if you guys want to know where I've stopped right now on Berserk and where I'll continue on and make the next reviews from, because I do plan on reviewing Berserk manga and like slow step by step. Like, it's not gonna be a thing that I'm gonna do every day or something, but I'm definitely looking for a week or two break and then another review for Berserk manga, another arc or something like that. But here is where I stop, if you guys want to know just right now. Literally, this is the chapter that I stopped on, and it's literally the demon horse trying to rape the Catholic chick. And I'm like, just when I think Berserk can't get any darker. That's legit me. Try to read Berserk. That's legit me. I'm like, just when I think Berserk can't get any darker. Now, I'm at that point right now in Berserk. I'm like, how much more darker can the series get? Like, we already had Griffith literally banging Casca. We literally have Guts suffer this pain because Casca doesn't even remember who he is. We literally have Guts literally killing. I wouldn't say it's killing, because the child did say, somebody did say, I don't know if it's a child or somebody else, but he did say that it'll be following you everywhere he goes, to Guts. So yeah, the child of gods, but still, he did smash the fetus that came out of Casca's womb, and that was dark. Just when you didn't think about that was gonna get that, you know what? Uh, we got a Lost Children arc. Yeah, definitely. That's a very family-friendly arc. Just when you didn't, and that's just when you think like, oh, well, it's gonna be more gruesome than children getting killed. Oh, here you go, a horse raping a woman, trying to rape a woman at least. At least it wasn't a successful one. Wildwood, I would have literally been disgusted by that the way it was. I would have been traumatized by that. Sorry to say, but so far the manga has not traumatized me. But that should have traumatized me, and I'll be like, why? Why are we even? Why am I even here? What's the meaning of this world? Literally. So yeah, like, just so you know, the manga starts out dark, and I'm like, okay, what else can we go? You got that dark start with guts, so many men killed right in front of guts. You get there, you get to a point where Griffith literally we see his bones, ribs, and all of his stuff just ripped apart from him, and then he becomes the god hand, and then he just rapes Casca and kills literally every single, like, sacrifices every single of his party members just so that he could get stronger and rule over the kingdom. Just when you think that's not enough, you got all the stuff that I speak about. I don't even know. At this point, I'm like, and my friend says, a friend who's caught up to the Berserk manga, he did say to me that that's not even half of dark what a Berserk is gonna get. You just have to wait for the priest to show up, and I'm like, I already knew the priest was gonna come because of the Catholic chick. I legit was like that, cause legit that's the point. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna continue on reviewing Berserk. This is of course now the review for the Lost Children arc, my thoughts on what the Children arc Lost Children arc was, and all that stuff. Let me know what you think about the Lost Children arc or any of the arcs before that. I don't mind even discussing that in the comments down below about what those arcs were like and all that stuff. Let me know what do you think about all of that, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.